Hi, Miss Kunkel. Thank you so much for meeting with us today. I'm Miss Wallier, your child's teacher.
Hello.
I'm Miss Hannah and I'm the principal.
Hello.
I'm Miss Pope and I'm the ESL specialist.
Hello. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I just have a couple of concerns. I'm a little worried and a little reluctant to have my child in the bilingual program because I'm afraid that he would not be getting the right accommodations that he needs. He learns differently than most students, and I just want to make sure that his education is being put forth to the best of its abilities.
I see. I understand what you mean. That's a common misconception is that all children learn a second language in the same way, and that's not true. So this stems from a misunderstanding of a lot of ELL's interactional style. Just as it is for English speakers, all ELLs learn a different way.
Why do you think that's a misconception?
The misconception that all ELLs learn the same way sometimes can lead to assumptions that ELLs all need the same instruction and accommodations in the classroom. And this can really restrict their learning opportunities in the classroom. Teachers should probably use all different types of learning styles in the classroom, like visual, auditory, and kinesthetic.
What do those three learning styles entail?
Well, for example, visual in our classroom, we have every single thing labeled. For the most part, we have desks, chairs, water fountain, everything labeled so that it will be easier for the children to know exactly what those things are and be able to function day to day in the classroom. Also, everything that I do starts with a demonstration, so they'll always know what's going on before the lesson actually gets started. Auditory learning is where the child works best by listening. Instead of doing assigned reading, the class can read as a whole so that the student would be able to hear out loud. We also have audiobooks in both English and Spanish.
Okay.
Kinesthetic is when they're allowed to move around the room, like work with their peers, and really do hands-on activities. Teachers usually try to do this in almost every lesson that they do, especially in subjects like science when they do experiments, because this really lets them relate what they're learning to real-life situations.
Okay, all that sounds really good. Is there anything else I need to know?
Well, yeah, we also have the pull-in method, and we can also pull your child out of class. And our ESL specialist is in charge of that, and she can pull students out of class to work with them. She pulls ELL students out of class to work with them, and she can also go in and sit with them and help the child in class. So when she pulls a child out, she would pull out a couple other kids from the other classes and go to her little classroom and just kind of work with them.
Okay, so they wouldn't just be like out in the hallway, they would be in another separate classroom learning. Well, but what happens if when they get taken out of the classroom, they're missing all of that valuable learning time? Where would they, what would happen? Will they get lost?
Well, I can work with the teacher and learn what they're needing to know and what they're going over in class, and they can give me things that they might need to work on, specifically if they're having trouble in a certain situation or a certain subject. They could give me stuff to work on and kind of keep me informed of what's going on and what that student needs, and it's kind of better because I can work with them individually on their needs, and the teacher can keep working with all her other students.
Okay, so they won't be behind when they walk back into that class or be delayed in any way?
No, because I'll get all the work that they'll be doing in that class.
Okay.
They would just meet with her individually. That way it's more one-on-one, and we really know this is what they need help on, and they aren't getting it in the whole room. So can you pull them out just for a couple hours every day for a couple weeks and see if they improve, and then if they do, then they can come back for the full day for the whole room teaching.
And you can do one-on-one or group setting just whatever you feel like you want to do.
And if those keep working and they keep progressing, then I can always just go into the classroom instead of taking them out of the classroom. I can always just start to go in once it starts. They start progressing.
Okay.
So they don't have to be
Okay.
out.
All of that. Thank you so much for meeting with me. I know that y'all are busy and everything, but I'm just a concerned parent, so I would just want to know. And plus, I heard a rumor, a misconception, so I just wanted to clear it up. And y'all did. Thank you so much for answering all my questions. And Jimmy will stay in the bilingual program.
Okay,
Awesome.
great. That's what we wanted to
Thank
do.
you.
Thanks.